Check 1, 2. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Good shape here. I got them all written down right here. Yep. And Palazzoli, this is a walkover. Palazzoli decided not to play, so Belfast won the half event. It's 2 games in a row they just played. Yes.
Hope to do your game.
Oh, I've heard that. Ha. Sound check. Sound check here. We'll do a little sound check. Put you up, Mike. Sound check. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sound check.
Sounds good.
Sounds real good.
I hear you.
Excellent. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Utica Curling Club. We are broadcasting the 2022 GNCC Senior Mixed Championship Final here today. I'm Dave Cragnolan alongside Mike Kessler, my friend, and we're going to bring you the action today between the two finalists that haven't lost so far this weekend. And that would be the team of Bill Morehouse and Dale Jones. We'll announce the players in a minute. This is more of a sound check. Players are lining up for the ceremonial walk onto the ice and the good morning shot that's sort of a staple in all curling events. And the chat room is open out there. If you folks happen to be on the chat room, we would appreciate some feedback on the sound quality and the audio quality. We're always looking for that. And if you're with us today, I hope you sit back and enjoy the game, because I know we're going to.
Getting ready for the teams to be piped down onto the ice, and one of our local curlers is the bagpiper, who does the bagpipes on the side, Tim Crofton. And I do believe we have Mike DeMeo here to play the anthem.
Yeah, this is going to be spectacular, both the piper and the trumpeter. I get goose pimples every time I hear the bagpipes and the trumpet. Sounds great. He's got to be careful how loud he can go out in the shed. When he's in the auditorium for the Comets games, he can let it rip. Here he's got to be a little bit laid back. I don't know if you saw any of the A semifinals last night.
I did watch the game.
It was a pretty spectacular. It was kind of an uneventful game until really the eighth end. It was a spectacular finish.
Great shots to go through a small port.
Indeed.
I guess when you watch the first one go through a port, you say, well, I guess I'm supposed to follow that one through, and it happened 3 times.
No kidding. Very well thrown shots, and I was talking to the third for Bill Morehouse, Donna Kaleo. Her shot where she was trying to make a run back, her second shot in that end, looks like it was coming right to the nose of the stone that Bill was trying to raise into the blue ones, and it just curled. It looks like it was coming right to the nose from my vantage point, and the last maybe 5, when it hit the top of the rings, it kind of just fell a little bit, and he wound up hitting it on the high side and sending it out in between. I think the end would have been different if that had happened. But, and here we go with the piper coming through. And the players. Good luck.
the spirits meeting. Put it on record.
Two Utica teams here in our final A final event today. Both of our the last bonspiels that we expect more teams from Canada. Unfortunately, this pandemic is still affecting travel between Canada and the United States. I hope that next year that this is all behind us, Mike.
Yes, we only had 16 teams for our Mitchell, with more teams from our club than we needed to have, and not a single Canadian team was able to try to make the trip. We're hoping for better times next year.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that.
This event is a GNCC event, so we didn't have to worry about the Canadians, but we still were limited on how many teams made the trip here. We had 16 teams hoping for more with a 6-sheet club, and 7 of the teams were from our own club. And the Utica teams made a good showing. We have 6 of them in the finals.
Oh, we had a spectacular A semi last night between Team Rowlett and Team Morehouse. Came down to last rock, and it was very exciting. It's always exciting in a curling game when, you know, it's a close game and every shot counts towards the end. It really makes it more exciting. And Mike, do we know the origins of why Drambuie is the drink of choice for the bonspiel?
I do not know. Is it a Scottish drink?
I'm not sure.
I'm not normal.
It is a Scottish drink. Okay, so that would be
That confirms it.
Scotch with honey and herbs. Okay, we've been clarified here by Tim Hansen and oh my God.
Adam.
No.
Oh, Vicky.
And Vicky Sheardon, that Drambuie is in fact a Scottish drink that is cured with honey and herbs. So that's good to know. I did not know that, so it makes perfect sense.
As you can tell, Dave and I aren't big drinkers.
Certainly not big Drambuie drinkers.
But we've had our share of shots out there on the ice.
Yes, we have. Wonderful job there by Tim Crafton. Mike DeMeo with once again a spectacular version of the Star Spangled Banner on his trumpet.
A volunteer ice crew is out there delivering the Drambuie drinks, and they've done a fine job as usual for a volunteer group of making beautiful ice.
Absolutely. And it's not a perfect science, but boy, they're very willing to do whatever it takes. They get information from people who play on a regular basis, and they try to accommodate the information that they get and translate that into better ice. And I don't know how our ice could be any better, truly. You know, we're playing on old rocks are starting to get old and stuff, so it's
right.
Some of it's got to be the rocks. It can't all be the ice.
Rocks are 40 years old.
Right. It might be the next major investment for the club.
Certainly can't make it any faster. Always, sometimes we can have a little more curl in some spots.
So I'm expecting a good game here today, Mike. Both teams, I want to hats off to Dale Jones, who's skipped this rink all weekend, and he is throwing with the stick. He's normally not a stick thrower, but he has some health issues that are preventing him from delivering the stone in a traditional manner, so he's been throwing with a stick. But his team consists of Cindy Brown, certainly one of our best lady curlers in the club, George Brown, her husband, and Carol Jones is a husband and wife team here. And the other team is Bill Morehouse with a skip, and Donna Caleo's playing third. Matt Hames playing second, and Erlene Pulio is the lead. So it should be a good game. You know, I hate to make predictions and favorites because it's a curling game. You know yourself that one team can certainly, on a given day, beat. It's one of the few sports that a amateur team probably can beat, or at least hang and win a couple ends from a professional team. But
at the beginning of the season, Dale Jones, when he started using the stick, like I believe most stick throwers, he wasn't quite as good as he was with his normal delivery. But as time's gone on, he certainly has improved with the stick, and that's why he's in the A final.
Mm-hmm.
If you asked me during the season, would he be in an A final event, I would say I don't think so with the stick, but he got good with it.
Yes, he did.
And being a senior Bonspiel, you see quite a few people out there with a stick who throw a very nice stone, and it's nice that they can keep curling. A lot of these people wouldn't be able to curl anymore if they weren't able to use the stick.
I might be faced with that decision myself. I've had a little bit of a nagging injury, as you well know, and I'm going to give it another week. I may have to throw with the stick myself. So
all I can say is come out and practice.
Yeah, that's just it's a whole different animal for sure. I was here Thursday night. I did throw 12 rocks, 6 down and 6 back, and
I bet you weren't real good at it.
Not really. No, I'm not going to be humble.
I had a knee injury, and I did it too.
It was a humbling thing.
And I said, I'm going to figure out how to do this without that stick because it's going to take me too long to figure it out.
Looks like Team Morehouse won the toss, and Dale, who is skipping the game, will throw lead rocks with the stick, and we're pretty much underway. Our other events will keep you updated on the scoreboard as the afternoon progresses here. We'll keep you up to date on the other finals that we have. And we're ready to go. I believe this is a 10-end game, Mike, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I didn't ask when we started. We'll let you know about that. We'll see if we can get some info on that.
I don't know if the mixed does a 10-end final.
Maybe not. They didn't say as much. Usually you hear scuttlebutt about 10 ends, but I certainly did not hear that was a 10-end game. And when we find out, we'll pass that info on to you. And Dale's center guard just made the hog line down there. Didn't curl that much. A little sticky ice to the start.
Always a guess sometimes if it's going to be a little sticky, if they fresh scrape, it tends to be pretty quick. But they scraped this morning. There was one draw on all the sheets ahead of this game. Well, the second pebble on top tends to slow it down a little bit, but it'll pick up the speed before the first end's over.
Mine's good. It's like a lot of weight. Yep, mine's great. Hold it out there if we can. It's going to over curl.
Dale's slowly coming up short. Left a bit of a corner guard, and Erlene is trying to come around that corner guard to get started. And she's doing a perfect shot.
Great shot there, huh? Right behind the guard. Good throw there from Erlene to start.
Cindy's going to ignore that and have Dale try to put the better center guard up. Dale put a little more weight on that guard and it went back 4.
Yeah, it looked real toasty out of his hand. I thought it was going to go through the park, but ice is pretty stiff here to start. And we've got some folks out there in the chat room already. Welcome. Welcome for the broadcast. Let us know about the audio and the video quality, please. If you can hear us good, sometimes we have to tweak it a little bit. Sounds good. Thanks, Liz. Beautiful. Looking for a soft takeout here, I would think, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like the ice they're playing for a hack type shot.
Line's closed. Line's real good. Out the way. Yes. Whoa, line's good. Line's good. Wait on me. Wait on me.
Looks like a nice shot by Arlene. The rock. Gonna get a little roll off of it.
Looks like it, yep. Gonna go right behind the other one. Good shot.
Didn't take out the rock, a little soft.
Yep.
But they've got 2 in.
Loose sitting shot in the back 8, I believe. Hard to tell from this angle, though.
Looks that way.
Yeah.
It becomes nervous time for a team that doesn't have the hammer when the other team's got some rocks building up in the house.
So true. Looking for a little corner freeze on this yellow rock. Carol Jones' first rock of the day. Sorry.
Carlstone went a little deep, pushing back her own rock, and then they definitely shot rock, the blue. And Bill's going to look to remove that rock, look to try to roll another one back towards the corner guard.
Which way you want to go? Make sure you like the ice. Yeah, hard.
Matt Hames, solid player. Played at a rather high level.
In Canada.
Yes.
Played with some top curlers in the Toronto area.
And it jammed.
Well, there's 3
But
yellow
there's
rocks.
3 yellow rocks on the park and 1 lonely blue one in the back there. So.
What do you think, the making of an 8-ender?
Oh my. Wouldn't that be something to have on the archive? I wouldn't wish that on anybody this early in the final, but
especially the first end, and I'm not expecting this to happen, but can't have it happen.
Stranger things have happened.
Right?
Being on both ends of an 8-ender, I know how strange that can occur.
Have you really been on both ends?
I have.
Huh.
Yep.
30 some odd years, I've never been involved in an 8-ender.
Had one in the rink a couple of years ago with Jason Bryan, playing third for him, and playing for Bill Morehouse in the Murray several years back against Mike Platt.
I do remember that one.
Believe it or not, we scored 4 in the first end, and in the second end with hammer, they got 8. It was 8-4 after 2 ends.
Carl with a very nice shot here, drawing around the corner to try to corner freeze the yellow rock. She didn't quite get to the corner. It's just a fraction off of it. But that is shot rock.
Looks like this one's coming up real hard on him. No, he's not by the guard.
And there goes the corner guard that they were making use of, and the 8-ender.
Indeed. All in one throw.
And of course, Dale now is sitting 1-2.
Boy, it's amazing how an end can change in one shot, isn't it?
Yeah. looking to draw down and freeze into the pocket that is there. Of course, the guard isn't the end of the world.
I'm sure a pro side miss would be a little short and just cover him up.
George Brown throwing his first stone. Long time curler, him and his wife.
Very easygoing folks to get along with.
Yes.
Looks pretty good. Line looks good. Yeah, it might be a little heavy. I think he's going to promote the blue rock. He's going to make a little tap here on it.
Not bad.
Didn't hurt him.
I got
No.
the forefoot, got a little cover on it.
Yeah.
You can see 3/4 of it.
I still think Bill's going to run that top one that George just threw, right? Try and move
Yeah, I
both of
was
those
trying to
stones.
get them both.
Yep. Donna Caleo's first stone of the day.
Did a perfect and probably jam in the back.
Left this one out just a little.
But those blue rocks all over the place to come contact. Looks like they're going for the back one now.
Got rid of one of them. So a little, wasn't a damage control shot, but it turned out to be one.
Blue sitting 2 still.
Now if you're Dale, do you want to try to run something yellow here? I think so, huh?
Well, they can throw a good guard too. Cover up that hole. He's looking to take out a stone.
Guess if he gets
Sitting 1-2 right now.
Yeah, just half a rock, he might flop right and cover up shot rock too.
That would be a nice shot.
Looks pretty good. Nice weight here.
Got to curl a little more. Not
Oh my, he's just
well,
going
here
to
it comes.
chip the other
Oh, it
one.
came hard at the
Oh,
end.
it did, didn't it? It's going to work out perfect.
Actually, he didn't get the roll he was looking for.
No, but he did get one of the other ones off of the rims, didn't he? Yes, he did. So blue sitting 3, I believe.
Yeah,
It looks like
that
3.
way. Yeah, it does.
I mean, we can come through the hole. Like this? Yeah.
Can make a double on the 2, but he's talking about coming through the hole if they get shot rock out.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to throw into this.
Same way you just throw.
Mess
Hit
of
something
blue.
blue. If you get through the hole, you got the shot rock. If you don't get through the hole, you took out one of the other ones.
Sure. The way they're set up, you could almost, those two top stones are almost side by side, so it would be tough to
All the way hard.
double them. Oh my.
All the way hard.
Yeah, she's throwing maybe a little down weight. It's curling hard.
It's definitely on the top one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jam. Got one and jammed it.
Yep.
Made second rock with it. So, good result.
Yep. I think Dale will go right after that yellow rock. Come away this unscathed, maybe giving Bill 1 wouldn't be the most horrible of scenarios.
Cheap price to get the hammers, they say.
Yes, sir. Cindy Brown, first stone of the day. High regards, Lady Curler. Part of our Utica team that won the USWCA Senior Women's National Bonspiel, which I believe was in Colorado.
Was in Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. Carol Brown, who plays on that team, is also a part of that rink.
Carol Jones.
Carol Jones, thank you. Along with Kathy Palazzoli and Barb Felice.
Yes.
So good shot there to, again, leave blue sitting 3 once again after that nice light takeout.
Bill's going to try to take shot rock out and maybe try to roll behind one of the 2 blue rocks that are in there.
Yeah, you can go either way with the roll. Just nose hit is not what you would be maybe the worst outcome. At a club level, we always say the best part of a hit and roll is the hit.
Shot's tracking well.
Really coming up hard.
Oh, the beauty.
Oh, what a fine shot.
Put it right behind the guard.
That's a beauty. And he wound up shot rock out of it as well. Great
I
throw.
see half of it sticking out.
Yep, I think Dale's got to make a run at this, does he not?
He's got to either run the blue into the yellow or take a shot at
Drawing
hitting-
behind
or
stuff?
hitting the yellow.
Or hitting the yellow,
I
right.
see half it. You're going to roll out. The biggest problem here is you take the blue stone out accidentally.
Looking at a big end for
Big
yellow.
end for yellow.
Yep. I'm going to try and draw here.
Yep. He wants to protect the worst happens is he gives up 2 if he doesn't make a good draw.
Good point.
You want to give up 4.
Stone's in good hands right now with Cindy as well. So I think I like this call.
He's looking to get shot rock in there, and if it worse, a good second. Really just needs solid 8.
So it's over curling. Might tap the blue one up. He might do it the hard way.
Right?
Yeah, might do it the hard way. Let this come up just a little.
At the end it is. I don't know if it's going to wait to go far. Yeah, it does have
It
enough.
does, and it's shot rock. Wow, what a good outcome.
And it's got backing if you try to take it out the side.
So Mike and I were thinking the ice might have been a little tight for that shot, and we were on it. So, but it worked out well for Team Jones to wind up a little tap on their own blue and sit shot.
Yeah, weight was perfect.
Can he get to the face of this? If he can get to the face of this, he has a chance of getting.
You just got to skinny the guard
Yes.
to get to the face.
Yep.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Catch a little to the outside. It is going to hit the yellow. You could bounce off it and roll out the back.
True.
But if you nose jam it type thing, blue will take 2.
Yes, they will. Wow. A little early drama here in the first end.
And they're sweeping out of Bill's hand. Bill's on the guard, I
Yes,
think.
he is.
He might roll in off of it. And there's shot rock.
Wow. Little plan B there worked out well for Morehouse to get his 1.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Yes, there is. It's funny, and I wasn't even looking at that shot. I didn't see that shot.
Unfortunately, I've made a few of those in my lifetime.
More to come.
Yes. I think more than in the past as we get older.
For sure. Bill certainly likes the type of skip that likes to have the rock in his hand at the last.
He does.
He enjoys this part of the game. I've curled with him quite a bit, and he seems to curl better when he's being squeezed a little bit. Some of us aren't so happy about being in that situation when we're skipping, but he's definitely comfortable in that scenario.
Leading with the first rock. Never bad to throw it in the top 4 and not let there be a lot of rocks in play. Dale looking to take it out. like it's going to curl by. Rice seems to have a good amount of curl, hog line in. Looking to guard the first rock she put in play. Looks like guard weight.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. The line looks great.
Trying to sweep it into the position of the guard.
Having Matt Hames sweeping for you is not a bad commodity.
Right.
At all. He's pretty much a beast. We've had some really outstanding sweeper types over the years in the Utica Curling Club, and he certainly rates as one of the best among his skill and expertise. So Dale with hammer here. And come down and make a soft takeout, I believe, on this yellow rock.
This looks better.
Yep. Throws good with a stick. Boy, it's really coming up hard. I don't know. Maybe.
Now he's got the guard. I think. No, he just got by.
Wow. Oh, and George went down really, really hard. Hope he didn't hit his head. Lost his footing right as he hit the top of the park, and it looks like he's okay. I'm going to check him out anyway because he might have hit his, thought he might have hit his noggin. And that's always a good gracious, and we got it on. He can go back and look at that one after, as long as he's okay. Seems to be fine.
Helps to be short.
Indeed. There's an old saying when you're going down like that, you try to pull your chin. We've all fell.
Yes.
Try to pull your chin to your chest and shoulders forward. You're less apt to hit the back of your head, but sometimes there's no time to really react to that.
And somehow he didn't fall on any of the rocks.
He did not burn any of the stones, which was miraculous in its own right, because he was on the rings
right
when he fell. Cindy a little concerned that he might have hit his head. George seems to be okay, and we'll hope for that. It's definitely a game that requires some care when doing. Sometimes we, in a very mindless, when we're playing this game, we don't think about falling.
Right.
We think about doing what we're doing, and things happen, you slip, and I mean, it is ice. So there's definitely an element of peril if one falls.
We've had some people come in from out of town who do wear helmets when they're out there curling, and they say their club requires it. Everybody must wear a helmet.
Wow, did not know that.
We were here for the mixed bond spiel here the last time we had it. 4 members were wearing helmets.
Gotcha. Nice take out there from Matt to sit 1 and 2. Bill and Dale sharing a laugh here, having a good. It's good to see that kind of cheer and camaraderie about curling. Obviously, one of the beauties of the game of curling, Mike, as you and I both know, that there's an element of camaraderie with this game that I've never experienced in certainly any competitive sport that I've played or recreational sport. And the people are what make this game. And
I mean, you can't drop your stick and gloves and go at it?
No, it's, I guess my reputation precedes me. No, curling is a.
It's not hockey, huh?
It's not hockey. Unless I'm playing with Brad Anderson. Nice shot there from Carroll. Last night, Tim Conboy and I did the broadcast of the RA semi game, and during the game we were talking about how curling can be a lullaby sometimes, an end like this where it just looks like you're going to make takeouts, and all of a sudden one shot goes awry, and now there's a whole different scenario of how to score or how to get out of a blank end. It's just a very, very strange game. It looks like Matt's going to remove. No, he's going to come out of it sitting 1 and 2.
He's got them closer together for possible doubles. Or hitting flop on top of one.
He's going to get a little hit and roll here. Is Carroll. Oh, great shot. Well, it's going to roll a little too far out into the open. Good throw there. Got one of the yellow rocks off the rings.
You hope in a situation like this, if you're yellow, that you're going to set up for 2 the whole end. But like you say, one miss or one hit and roll out, and you're looking at a blank possibility.
All over it. Very nice. Nicely thrown. Well swept. Kept it right on the line. It's so funny when you're watching a curling game. Playing a curling game, you don't think about pressure as it mounts because you're so wrapped up in the game. But what we're doing, like, you know, commentating a curling game, it's funny how you can feel in an end pressure start to mount.
Sure.
You know, it's just a very, very strange game in that respect. To those of you at home who have played curling will know that. Those folks who haven't, most people that I bring to the curling club that haven't curled before say, God, it seems like such a slow-paced game that there's no action in it.
No, you're playing. Time goes by so quickly.
It's so true. And once again, nice take out there from George. So he appears to not feel the effects of his tumble that he took a couple of stones ago. And we're glad he's okay. So this end is shaping up at this point a kind of a force for Utica 2 to take one. Once again, they stuck it right on the line with the sweeping and worked out fine.
It seems to be a straight part of the ice, so as long as you lay it out there on the line, it looks like the sweepers will hold it for you.
Yes. Rocks aren't static. Still tough to get one all the way across on the other one to freeze after making a hit on shot rock here. It's a tough, so it was a good 5.5 feet in between, more 6 feet in between those rocks.
Another stone wider now, so don't know if they'll react differently being a little further off of that line.
Dale with his hand up. It's starting to curl now.
Nice weight
pretty much at the nose, I think. A little.
Very nice weight.
Nice shot there from George. Just a board type weight takeout. Well thrown, and he's certainly okay. He just made both of his shots, so. Bill would like to keep the pressure on and get rid of this blue rock and sit 2.
Things like this do make the game go quicker when it's just takeout after takeout.
Dust your rock off and get ready to go.
Yeah.
Morehouse. First skip stone here in the second end. Donna pointing outside like the rock. It does curl here if you're not too heavy. Looks like his shooter's going to go away this time.
Yeah, he's going to lose the shooter. Could have been a little out on it with Donna's hand signal there. A little more weight than Dale throws. Dale has a chance now to get rid of the other one and possibly play for a blank. Another option would be to come around the guard and try to get a deuce that way. Early in the game, down 1. Wait for better moments.
Yes. Everybody's throwing pretty well, too, right out of the gate here. These teams are pretty skilled curlers here.
Sweepers are trying to hold this rock. It's
down weight, you know,
down
it's
weight.
down
Starting
weight.
to curl.
I think she's got a piece.
No, it's going by.
Oh, my. Wow.
Back to the force again.
Yes, indeed. Just the down weight. It was a nice curl there. I mean, it was just about, what, a board weight shot maybe, Mike?
At most.
At most. Came up hard on her. And Carol Berger. Hello, Carol. Thank you for your kind words out there. Glad you're enjoying it. It's always fun for us to be able to do these. Shout out to Roger Rowlett, who's playing in the game, and Tim Hansen for setting this broadcast up. They're the tech behind the brains behind this. Mike and I are just guys who sound like we know what we're talking about.
And sometimes we don't know what we're talking about. Still looking to draw up behind the center guard now.
Yeah, this could really put the pressure on Dale if he can get one on the forefooter.
No sweeping interested by the
Looks
sweepers.
toasty. No, this is Bill not happy. You can see by his reaction there that he knows he's heavy, and this is through the house. Unfortunate miss there for Bill. And now the blank gun back in play here. I'm taking it the ice is not slow. We haven't timed any rocks, but it's...
Bill asked us not to say anything bad about him during this game. I still won't.
And we won't.
You know, even if he missed both of the shots in this end. Should he throwing the same type of weight?
Yep, put a little more line.
Yeah, a little more ice for her.
Yep.
I don't know if she's going to try for the blank.
Looks like it. She's going to make contact with the rock. It looks like it's going to go out, though, after the hit. And, in fact, that's what happened. Oh, no, they're going to...
Nope. Didn't really throw weight for a blank.
No, have to take their one here.
Well, after two, we're all tied up 1-1. Maybe Dave can give an update for our set of town people on the other sheets.
So, here we go. In our B event final between Youngish Bucks and Schenectady after...
Playing the second.
Well, they're playing the second end right now. It's 3-0 Schenectady over Youngish Bucks. And in our C final, that would be Utica Schaefer against Nutmeg. On sheet 4, it's 2-0 Nutmeg over Schaefer. And in our D event final, both a semi-losers from last night, Plainfield is ahead of Utica Rowlett 1-0. And our E event final on sheet 1, Utica Law is ahead of Bucks County 1-0. And we'll keep you updated time to time through that. And in our F event final, thank you, there is one more final. After two ends, it looks like Utica Palazzoli and Belfast are tied at 1. And the scoreboard is in the stream.
Yes.
They can see that, but it's still nice to
Okay.
give them a little.
Line's good. Yep, stay with it. Okay, good now. It's good. Down the nose. Nice stroke release, dude.
In the Plainfield Utica game, the Utica team was sitting 5, and Plainfield put one in the back 12. That counts at least 1, maybe 2 or 3. We're down to Skip Rocks.
Looks like Dale's got a good looking shot here to lose this yellow stone and come right to the nose, just it looks like. Very nice. Nicely thrown. Not a lot of rocks in play thus far.
It went from first end, which had rocks in play,
Yeah.
to a second end that had a couple of rocks in play. To this end, nothing in play.
Sometimes curling can be a lullaby. Tanakaleo attempting a directional sweep here.
All right, Ford should stick around.
Well thrown, good shot.
The decision, do I chase the one way in the outside or do I throw the center guard up?
Looks like he's heading to the center.
I'm
No,
a fan
maybe
of
not.
I'm a fan of the center guard. It's early in the end.
Sure.
They can't hit it yet, the other team.
Maybe he's going to ask her what she'd like to throw. No, I think he's going after it.
He is.
Oh, he's gonna freeze.
Huh.
Up is okay.
Well, he doesn't have hammer. I don't know if freeze would be the call that I would make. I'd either hit it or throw the center guard.
We all know that the freeze is one of the most difficult things to
Especially
to
on
a
the
team.
outside where that's sitting.
true.
You have to know the ice to get there.
Yep.
I don't think we've seen a stone go in this direction.
No, not yet. We haven't. We're gonna, but we haven't as of yet.
Well, you need the right weight, you need the right ice.
Line looks great. Might have enough just to take it out. Wow, it flattened out. Nope, she's going to take it
Well
out.
thrown, Rock.
Yep, very nicely thrown. It's going to get the yellow rock off the
Yep.
rings.
Nice throw.
Very nicely shot there from Carol.
And the best thing to do is not to throw the corner guard on it. If you're going to miss, hit the thing.
Right. They lose a shooter here. Way on the other end. And in fact, it's going to go off the rings, I believe. Yep. So a clean house here. Start over. Go center or top four here, Mike?
I'd go center. Still early in the end. If you're afraid that the other team's just going to stuff it on you, I guess you got to own the house. But you're not going to steal this end if you don't get something started outside the house.
Sure.
Carol's asked to throw the center guard. And roll into the house. We'll just try to keep a clean house here.
It really took off. Wow. Yeah, that ever curl a ton. Holy smokes. Even with that weight, it
Right, it
really
wasn't
took
soft.
off. We'll start over again. Uneventful end here thus far.
George Brown looking to get it started with the center guard. And Sweepers are working it over.
Trying to keep our scoreboard up to date too, for you too here for the rest of the games, folks.
He's got a nice looking rock, but going in again. Maybe he's not trying to throw guards, but they're sweeping it all the way. Donald looking to use that rock. Trying to directionally sweep it.
Looking good. I think. Got a piece. Oh my. Wow. Play a little bump or a guard. Yeah, he's going to call for a little soft raise. Yep.
If you throw a guard, not the end of the world.
I guess without hammer here, you err on the on the side of light. Doesn't look. Boy, is it just not curling there? I guess it doesn't. It's only got about
The way
foot and a
everything else
half
has
of
been
ice,
curling,
huh?
it doesn't look like a lot of ice.
It doesn't.
But he's the one out there watching it, so maybe he knows it's a little straight there.
Yeah. Line actually looks great. Yeah, might have set it out just a little. Huh? Kind of in the same line that Donna's rock was on.
Yes, which that didn't curl much. This is curling. Yeah, and he's going to rub. Maybe rub. No, he's going past it.
Wow.
Rub might have kept it in play.
Yep. And Bill will get that out the back of the rings, and we're back to square one here.
Donna gets a chance to throw the same shot. Bill's giving her a lot less ice than he did on the first one.
Nope.
Oh, it's got a curl. It's got a curl big time. It's got a curl. It's on. I told him too.
Stop this one. Good adjustment there from Donna. Gonna keep her shooter on the rings. Maybe.
Back in that corner where
Yeah.
Carroll made that takeout earlier. Dale knows the ice for this shot.
Yes, he does.
He learned from the first one.
Hey, Phil, I hate curls, bro. Same jacket, curls,
The first one curled a lot. He's playing a lot of ice for the takeout, but Cindy tends to throw down weight.
These lady curlers tend to have a nice song, soft hands when they throw. Looks like it's on the same line Carol's was on.
Not a lot of weight, but enough if they hold it. Looking good.
Just going to chip it out. Very nicely thrown. That's a great shot. And just got it off the rings. Very good. Nice shot there from Cindy.
And Bill's going to go after it. He's seen the ice twice the other way, but he wants to throw it from the outside in. Shouldn't be a lot of curl out there.
No. Not with the weight he's going to throw, too. I'm sure he's not going to come soft at it. And about the sixth end of the A semi game last night, I said something. It was a similar kind of game. There were more rocks in play certainly last night, but I said something spectacular is going to happen before this game is over, and I'm going to predict the same thing about this one. Something that's going to.
We need some more rocks in play for that to happen.
We do. We do need some more rocks in play. Bill asking for another little couple inches of ice.
Matt's holding it pretty straight there.
Yep.
Actually, too straight. He's going to hit and roll out.
Okay. Sort of heading for a blank end here, Mike, it looks like.
Yeah, at this point, you put a rock in and
Get it out. You lose your shooter.
you want to try and put it in the middle.
Ooh, and George once again went down with another tumble. He did not hit his head on that one, folks.
And I know for a fact he hasn't been drinking this morning.
George does not drink.
Correct.
He probably had ginger ale in his, unless somebody slipped him a Drambuie.
No way.
Boy, oh boy, 3 strikes, and I may have to go out on the ice and punch him out if he falls again. 3 strikes and you're out. I hope he looks like he's okay, but he is definitely having a tough time staying on his feet.
City looking to put one into the 4-foot, make it a little tougher to blank the end. Bigger roll from the 4-foot.
Nicely thrown there. Looks like T-line type weight.
Nice weight.
Beautiful. Right there. Just deep 4 back into the 8.
He'll look to hit and blank.
Yep.
He'll throw more weight than the blank attempt that was made in the last end.
Both teams playing a rather defensive game thus far.
And they're going to cross the face the blanket now. Looks like they're chunking it though. I don't see a blank coming out of this. Oh,
He curled up
at the
hard.
end. Real
Really
big at
did.
the end.
Oh boy. Matt's trying to get this off the rings,
yeah.
and he did. Wow. So a blanker there.
Hard curl at the end. Saved him from sticking around.
Scoreboard is up to date, folks. I won't keep saying out the name. You can see we've got on our broadcast screen there. There is a scoreboard of all the rest of the games that are going on, including our featured game here. So a little break and on to the 4th end. I've always thought on this sheet, Mike, and maybe you feel differently, but I always thought that the Yellow Rocks have thrown both numerous times. And I think the Yellow Rocks do curl up a little bit more than the Blue Rocks. At least they have for me in the past.
All the non-Blue Rocks seem to curl more.
Yeah.
The Red Rocks and the Yellow.
Mm-hmm. And it's usually when you miss a shot, when you say, "Oh, it curled," it just curled up on me, So here we are onto the 4th end.
There was a time when we sandpapered the bottom of the rocks, and 2 people were doing it to make it go quicker with 6 sheets, and one person did the red, and one person did the blue.
Interesting. So someone different did
Each color. And that year, there was a significant difference between the red and the blue curling. With red curling tons more, that you couldn't, as a skip with the red stones, watch the blue ones come and play their ice.
Wow.
You were going to be wrong. You just had to watch your own. It's mellowed down over the course of time with the rocks being scratched, sandpapered.
Here's an interesting scenario. First rock at the end, you're going to put, I didn't know that you could put a biter bar on it in the first.
Because of the free guard zone, you're allowed to
interesting.
measure.
Cindy is running for the biter bar,
Right.
I believe.
If you can take it out or not. So you're allowed to measure for the free guard zone only, not to see who shot rock is.
Mm-hmm. And you just kind of fling it once you get there, right? Just kind of, right, if it touches it. And it touches it. It's on the rings.
So you can hit it.
Right. Wow.
Otherwise, you have that discussion. One skip says yes, one skip says no, so you put the biter
Got it.
stick on it. That's only for the front of the tee line, the rings, if it's in or not.
Say that again?
It's got to be in the free guard zone, which is in front of the tee line.
Gotcha. Okay. Got you. Oh, you can't do it for one in the back of the behind. Okay,
whether it's
good to know.
Whether it's in the rings or not. I do believe on the part where the back line intersects with the tee line, to tell if it's out of play or not.
Okay.
You're allowed to look.
Got it.
Nice shot here. Maybe we can keep rolling on to the side. Oh, they got to the
Right
nose.
to the
Not
nose.
trying to.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't want that center guard there. You try and roll it over to the side.
Especially with hammer, right?
And it could spin in.
Sure.
He's going to try to throw his own guard and have two guards up. Put some rocks in play.
Yep. Dale's got a nice guard coming here. Yeah, perfect. Oh, Bill will try and play a little raise on this yellow one for a lean.
Take one of those guards out of the way if he can split a rock in.
Just heard him yell down. He's looking for T-line weight.
He would be allowed to remove his own guard if he wanted to, but he can't take out the opponent's guard yet with 5-guard free guard zone, 5-rock free guard zone.
Yes, for line. Gotta go for line, all the way for line. All the way for line. You're holding it. Gotta go for line. Gotta go for line. Gotta go for line.
Gonna hit the blue rock first.
Who's asking them this
And they
week?
kind of came up.
They came up. That's when you have too many skips on the ice.
Indeed.
He was calling for line the
Yeah,
whole
they
way.
needed to be swept the whole way. And Bill's got hammer here in our fourth end of our event final.
The two Yellowstones, Christmas tree. They're frozen to each other, not usable in case something gets in behind them. They're looking to throw a guard, one more guard into the center. Wouldn't hurt if it was a little heavy and came in behind the two yellows.
Just a heads up, folks, our Sheet 6 F event final between Palazzoli and Belfast is only going to be a 6 end. Both skips decided to play 6 ends. So that's going to be probably the shortest game of the afternoon.
Carol looking to get through the hole here, but she looks like she's got some weight on it too. She's through the hole. Nice line.
Back house, maybe through the house.
Yeah, just a little heavy.
Unfortunate there. Bill's beating on it to try and get it out. I don't know if I've ever seen a circular sweep before.
If you watch him sweep, you'll understand why Matt Hames is playing second.
I don't know if I've ever seen a circular motion sweeping before. And I'm going to call him on that one after the game.
That's why he's holding the stick in the house.
That was like a wax on, wax off.
Maybe he knows something we don't know.
I got to call him on that one. I think he was playing to the camera. If I know Billy well, I think he might have been playing to the camera a little bit there.
I thought Bill might take off the two yellow guards, but he's getting aggressive. He's going to go around them.
Yeah, that's an interesting call.
And his rock's
Oh my, it's buckling on him, huh? Wow. Really curled it. Almost think it might have picked. He's going to junk it up for Dale here. This is not
He
great.
was a little light with it.
Yeah, yes he was. So that's a pile of red rocks in a triangle at the top of the right side of the house here. Not exactly what you want.
All unusable.
All unusable. Not exactly what you want.
So Dale's going to, I'm sure, try to get behind those.
Oh my goodness, if you get one in the 4 foot behind him or the 8 foot, it's
He's going to play more ice than
right there.
Bill just played.
Yeah, top 4 behind the triangle of yellow stones.
The Steel is definitely set up with all those guards up there. sweeping, though it doesn't look like it's buckling yet, but
No.
you got to beat the buckle sometimes.
No kidding. You got to get it started sometimes. It looks good.
Here it comes.
Oh, yeah, it's coming nice. Got a little tick, maybe. It's going to, not enough weight, though. A little tick, and it got it on the rings, but now it's lined up for possibly the Yellowstones. The nose hit on that top yellow might send it going into the.
If you don't catch the outside
Correct.
yellow one first,
Yes.
you got to hit it perfect.
He's lining it up. I thought he might look at this right away. Matt will have a little mustard on this one.
Yeah, he likes throwing these shots.
Yes, he does. And he's rather good at it. Called the game a couple weeks ago that he was in, and he was in the Calder Conley herd, I believe. And I thought he was throwing a hit and flop, and that's what I called on the air. And clearly I was wrong. He was throwing a triple, which included both of his stones. So he sees the ice a little differently than yours truly.
He gave him a decent amount of ice, where I don't
He's
think
not throwing
the
real
bar
big weight.
down. Bill gave him room wider than a big weight shot.
Coming real nice. He's got it. That's a beautiful shot. Nicely thrown. I think they might have a biter out of it, too. Nicely thrown there from Matt.
Yeah, Skill's got few opportunities to get behind rocks.
Again, he's in a scenario here. If he can get one behind these yellow stones, he's in business, right? Gonna try a tap on his blue rock out in the 4-foot line there. Oh.
Just can overthrow these.
Yeah, it's not much more than draw weight, Mike, right? Like back eight kind of weight? Something like
That
that.
would be good to
you
get.
know?
Yeah, that would push it to the 4-foot.
Yep.
Like that weight, if you miss it, you're still in the rings.
Right.
Especially if the curl's by, you can get, if you can get behind the guards that are up there. You want to hit this thing on the outside so you can get it behind the crossing the face.
He's going to bump it straight back, I think. Yeah, pretty much. That's
Nicely
good.
thrown.
Nicely thrown from George. I don't want to say that George should tumble on the ice, but it hasn't hurt the quality of his game.
He's curling better.
He'll go back and listen to this broadcast, and I hope he gets a chuckle out of it.
A lot of people, newer curlers, don't realize when you're doing a raise, when you're coming with an out turn, when you hit the rock, it picks up the in turn. So you have to make sure that you don't cross the face a little bit, it'll pop out the other side.
Right, you hit it on the high side of the rock.
The high side.
Right.
He hit it pretty good to the nose. It didn't affect it, didn't open it up.
Bill's trying to go for a double here with Donna. Getting better.
Bad looking shot.
Line's getting better. And that is well thrown. Nice shot there from Donna Kaleo. Beauty.
Didn't double him out, but it left the other one wide open.
Boy, there's a lot of yellow rocks at the top of the rings. Not exactly what you want with the hammer.
Right. They're going to try and take advantage of that right now. Called for the come around. Key shot in the end here. Looks like he stayed off of the yellow rocks as it starts to make its turn in.
Weight's real good. Weight's real good. Oh, this is a beautiful shot from George. Maybe past the tee line, but not just a stitch, huh? Yeah, just a stitch
nice
past.
throw.
Nice throw there.
You wouldn't want to leave it up higher and leave a double here for anybody. Don's got to follow it down now and try to get on top of it. She's on line, but just a touch heavy.
If it curls, she's going to roll right to the pot. It looks like it's coming up hard though.
Bill's trying to play a deflection.
He is too. And he's going to get a little piece of the blue rock and just set it right. And set it onto the blue one and shoved it back to the back eight to be shot.
Bill picked up, it looked a little heavy.
Keen little notice there from Bill to be able to do something with that shot that was not quite the weight he wanted.
Well, you can get to the shot and you can roll in off of it.
Oof.
Force Bill to have to shoot without backing if they can get a roll off of it.
If this one gets away from Bill, he'll remember these yellow rocks in front of the park with Hammer in his dream. Oh my goodness. Well played end by Team Jones to this point.
This one's got a curl.
You play for the hit and roll.
Want to lose the yellow one. It's going to roll to the outside, not the inside.
It's got a tick. No, it didn't.
It's a good roll.
Sure it is.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Don't let them use it.
Yeah. Good outcome.
Bill's got anywhere solid 8 will be shot. Will be shot with solid 8.
When I'm throwing these, I probably do the same thing. I never think about how many I'm throwing against.
Right.
You just throw just make your shot. Throw it the way you want to throw it. And
Bill loves throwing these, as you said earlier.
He does. He loves when he's got a little pressure on him.
I mean, he could play a hit and roll off of one of those blue rocks, but he'd rather just draw.
Yep.
Now he's just looking to draw. Some skips will be afraid to draw, and they do play the hit, thinking I can make a double, I can still roll off the double.
Almost doesn't work. Almost doesn't work.
Usually you just don't hit it right. Feels comfortable throwing a draw under pressure.
Big shot here from Bill against 3. He's not thinking it, but I am. And it's plenty of weight.
Yep. By the guard.
Plenty of weight. This is all back house weight. It looks to me, well, maybe not. Let's check it up on him. Yep. Checking up.
Well, it's really going to be shot.
Shot rock in the back 4 here. Okay. Didn't come over, didn't curl like he wanted it to, I don't think. But nonetheless, it's shot here in the back of the, in the 8 foot, just off the 4 foot.
Well,
looks
got
like.
to come down to it, but he pushes it back, and Dale's asking for hack weight.
Bill's going to have a wide, either way, he's going to have a wide open shot here because it's going to be behind the tee line, right?
Unless they roll in a little bit, it's not quite wide open. He'll have to draw the 4 without backing.
All right.
He's got to throw the right here. They got to get close to the guard if they're going to roll it in.
Right. He did call for back, like through the house weight. I'm thinking you want to just draw here, don't you, Mike?
Yeah, I would think he'd try to freeze it. Dale's trying to make the other ones count.
Right.
Maybe getting greedy on that.
He could be.
Nice looking shot. It's just got a hook at this point. It's trying.
Oh, she's all over it. Hit and stick, maybe. Great shot right to the nose.
Yeah, so Bill will have the back there, and didn't really move. And they moved enough to sit 4.
Sure did.
Sitting 4. Bill basically has the same shot. Both putting the broom down in the same spot. He just moved it out a couple of inches.
Nice shot there from Cindy, huh?
Very nice.
Very nice. Nicely thrown. Nice soft weight.
Big shot in the game here.
Oh, you're not kidding. Team Jones sitting 4. This is the hammerstone of the 4th end. Bill Morehouse is trying to sneak out with his 1 here. It looks a little tight.
Weight looks good.
Oh my
Threw a
goodness.
beauty.
Yes, he did. Mr. Ice in his vein. Nice water in his veins. Bill Morehouse drawing for 1 there. Very nice throw from Bill. Nicely thrown.
I would have to say,
Got to feel good about that.
Friends Club for a long time, and I've played with Bill many times too. He's the person I want to throw in that last rock when there's a tough shot
Well said.
to make.
Yep. Well said.
His teammate, Matt, might be the best curler in the club,
Yeah.
but I want Bill throwing that last shot.
I couldn't agree with you more. I've seen him time and time again when we've left him hanging in an end and have to do something, even a shot to cut people down.
Right.
And he's able to pull it off. He's just that kind of player. Again, he likes the pressure, and I think that when you have skipping in your blood like that, if you can appreciate those pressure moments like that and want to be in those pressure moments, that you're probably going to prevail more than not. Game never seems to get away. Doesn't mean you can't lose. But.
So a lot of rocks in that end. Almost had the moment.
Oh, we've got a listener from Ulster County. I guess you found us. Dave Cragnolan and Mike Kessler bringing you this A final of the 2022 GNCC Senior Mixed Championship. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are.
Nice that we have a tight game going on.
Yes.
Start out with a high guard, and Dale's going to look to go around it.
Yeah, these games are always a lot more fun when they're close. Mike.
Now if it hits that one, it stays.
Good to have a sense of humor. I'm not sure you wanted to leave that one there.
I don't think so.
No.
Two high guards.
Yep.
Going to make for an ugly end.
Nightmare. This would be first hog to the trough type end.
Bill's looking for the tight one.
Yep.
Tight guard. And it's set up nicely for a steal.
Oh boy, pick. Unfortunate there for Lee. That rock's got something under frost or debris of some sort, but it was not a stone. Didn't take its natural course. It's actually going to go right off the sheet. Wow.
Very sideways at the end.
Yikes. The unfortunate pick, and you know something, folks, it happens at every level of curling. It happens that it's part of the game. And it's funny, you would think of how clean the game has gotten with the kind of brooms that we use. Back in the day when corn brooms were being used, there was literally corn chaff all over the ice. And you expected rocks to do goofy stuff, but in this day and age, you wouldn't expect it, but there's still debris falls off people's clothing. Frost can actually make a shot go sideways, so it's just a plight of the game that happens most of the time in an inopportune time. Looks like Dale's got better weight with this one. Better weight, better line. Looks like they're going to get this one to the rings. And this is, oh baby, I think they got it there. Full 12, maybe 8 foot. No, it's going to go all the way to the 4. Nice shot. Right behind the guards, huh?
What do you like, Matt? Probably. Want to run that one back? Yeah. What kind of weight? Okay.
Free guard zone is still in play, I believe. This is free guard.
I think it is. Let's see. No, there's 4. Is there one dead down there?
No. I don't think Bill recognizes that this is
Right.
free guard. This is a free guard shot.
Yep.
So he can only do this on the 6th rock.
Right.
So this is going to, now if he keeps his shooter,
Oh, he's using his own rock.
he's using his own rock.
Yes,
Okay.
he's okay.
There we go. It's all over it. What a nice shot.
Yeah.
About a 20-foot run back.
And he's the one I want throwing those rocks.
It did leave that shooter right there
Right.
again, but nonetheless,
You still got to make a shot now to make
absolutely,
it
that's
well.
right. Very nicely thrown.
Make him make it again. That's the only way to run it back. It was directly behind it.
Right.
So throw the draw again. Make him do the run back again.
Carroll looking to draw around these 2 high guards. They're just barely over the hog line. A lot of room on this one.
He must be sweeping for weight. Because like you say, there's a lot of room.
Yeah, this looks like it might be changing up a little bit. Ice has a tendency to be a certain speed for the first several ends,
We only got 3 high guards.
and then it can stiffen up. We do know that the ice can stiffen up on us. We've been playing this game a long time, and it seems to be habitual that the ice does get a little slower as the game progresses, and sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't.
How's the weight? Line
She
straight.
must have been a little light because they swept out of her hand.
They did.
Matt's
Yeah,
rock
get
doesn't
it
look
going a little
like
bit.
it's heavy.
Yeah, go.
It's definitely traveling better. And Matt's taking advantage of the pile of high guards.
Yep, right to the, just off the button in front of the tee line. Couldn't be in a better spot.
Dale's going to play a run back, or at least clear the guard.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other.
There's a lot of room to come around it.
There is a lot. Straight. It doesn't hit fair. She might take out that back one.
No, it's going by it.
No, the back one.
Oh, no, it's going by it.
That one too?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, pretty nice shot, though. Just missed chipping that yellow one off. Now Bill's in business if he can get one in front of this. And is going to get very precarious here for Jones. That's why I almost think you make the, try not to go for the chip and mimic the peel.
Right.
You know, just
You end up dropping a lot rather than just
getting out of the
steal
way.
one.
Sure.
It's tight. Line's real tight. Line's super tight. Really tight line.
Matt sweeping, trying to hold to get by the guard.
Not going to happen. Oh, maybe. Good gracious, he sucked it out. I don't know that he's going to.
Nah.
No, it's on the guard.
Yeah, not a lot of weight.
No, so it's just going to junk it up further, I think.
Yeah, didn't move it. She definitely had guard weight there.
Now there's 2 rocks to peel out of the way.
Weight was good. Just wait.
And Dale's got to take a shot at opening up the front end here
Sure.
because he's going to get in big trouble if he does not.
I think this one is a little short of the nose. You can lose both and have your shooter wall.
Sure. That would be the ideal scenario. Then you got to deal with those ones on the other side too. But
One peeler just normal.
what you don't want to do is miss everything here.
Orbs on the yellow.
going to work out. This will be a great shot.
Good looking shot.
Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
What a nice shot there
Right
from
where he
George.
had to hit it.
Yep, perfect. George, I don't want to say that you should stumble and fall every game, but it would be very unkind of me to do that, so I will not. And I'm saying that in jest.
Don't go pushing George down when you're playing with him.
No, I'm glad you're okay. He knows that for sure, but his game is right on.
Now he's getting a chance to guard up this rock.
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight. We gotta come in. We gotta come in. We have no line. We
Pass
gotta
for
come
being
in.
a guard, but if they can bring in the house, they'll sit one too.
It's going to be good. Going to be real good. Didn't make the ring. It did. Well swept, huh? Got it right into the full 12.
Yep. The shot rock is open now.
Now here's time for a little hit and roll behind, and then the end changes complexion completely.
I was looking for a back of the house type of shot so you can get a little flop.
Smartly recognizing that it wasn't going to be a guard, and Bill did everything he could do to get it on the rings to sit 1-2.
Definitely didn't throw a lot of weight at this.
Yeah, it looks light.
They're just trying to hold it.
My goodness, it
They're doing
looks
a nice
light.
job. It's hooking now. It's all over the one Donna just threw, I think. Maybe not.
It's going to tick off the one that Donna. No, it's straight. It flattened out. Wow. And it came, it backed, backed up. Oh my goodness, it backed up.
She pushed it, ticked the first one.
It did.
And
Did it just rub the first one?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
It did. It rubbed the first one. Redirected it to the shot.
It switched handles. Oh my goodness.
Bill's going to look to pick this one out. Shoot through.
Well, still sitting 1. Behind the tee line.
Not looking to take it out. It looks like he's throwing a guard. I guess if you take the blue one out, you're going to leave shot rock wide open and they can hit and roll still.
Right.
So rather than having hit and roll. That yellow rock is accessible from one shot rock, from catching the outside and rolling out, or hitting your blue one into it.
Yeah, he's guarding up. Looks like it's going to come a long way, too. We'll curl here if the weight is right. Really working it over.
Going nicely now.
Yeah. And that was a called shot. He's throwing a guard. Perfect guard. Well, might be a port to come. I'm not sure what Dale can do with this.
Right,
you know?
you couldn't get through the port and
hit your own.
That's the only thing you could possibly hit on the wrong side of it.
Right, sure.
The other thing, they can get around that rock and push the yellow one back. That's what Dale's calling backline weight.
Now we're getting it a little interesting.
Yeah.
And here, been a little bit of a cerebral game up to this point, but things are starting to get more interesting here in the 5th end. 2-1 Morehouse in the lead, sitting 1 here in the 5th without Hammer. And we'll have a little team conference
people
here.
in the hack didn't necessarily like the call, so they were going to have a discussion.
Dale with Hammer. He does have a rock on the 4-foot.
I don't mind his call. You saw Bill throw the guard. He threw a decent one, so you could take off the guard and have him make it again.
Sure. There's a lot of room behind the guard Bill just threw. There's
the guard's high enough that you can get around it to get to the back one. could have gone into the house and corner froze that blue rock, which would have been a very nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
Tougher shot.
Yeah, and it would have gave his shot rock shelter that would have been almost impossible to get at without a takeout. You know, with removing the one that he would throw to freeze.
Right. Trying to shoot and hold it out. He overswept it. Got a long way to go still. Coming now.
It's coming.
I think they overswept it though.
It's coming. It's coming. It's going to move it off.
Nah,
No,
ticked
not
it.
quite.
Just ticked it.
Wow.
A little overswept.
Almost. Great shot,
Great
though.
shot, Cindy.
Cindy, big smile on her face. Great.
Good throw.
Great shot. Big smile on her face.
Bill's going to guard it up and try to lock in.
Great shot.
Lock it in.
Well, the steal is on here for Morehouse. And you just like to junk it up, Mike, huh?
He doesn't need to throw another guard.
Doesn't need to throw another guard?
No, yeah, that's what he looks
That's
like.
what I
he's
was going to
trying
say.
do.
Yeah, right, I thought so.
I mean, you could come in and shoot too.
Yeah.
Dale's got to figure out what rock he can hit to make the blue go into that yellow one. He's got to protect them with third rock now being in the rings.
Right.
Guard, if you use that one right now, when you throw it across the face of that blue, you can lose that back yellow and score a deuce. Not an easy shot.
No, but it's there.
Right. Just looking for the guard. He's way out there.
Yeah, this is kind of going by everything.
A
A
little more
little
weight than he
chip.
needed.
Oh, it just ticked.
Yeah, it's going to sit second.
Ticked, and it may get to second
yeah, it
rock.
is.
Matt's pounding away.
Nope, didn't.
Didn't quite get there for second rock.
Huh.
Ow. Now what?
The blue rock protects against doubles. That doesn't work. Yeah, if you slash that yellow one into that he just threw into the other yellow, you can't lose the one that you're throwing forward.
Right. This is the last rock,
This
is it
doesn't
not?
go anywhere.
This is the last
Yeah.
rock. Don't want to make a mistake and give Bill the deuce here
Right.
either, you know?
Yeah, if you hit that yellow into the blue, now won't. As long as you hit it hard, if you just tick it, this is dangerous. You should give him the one and go play the next end.
Oh, I see. She's trying a little thin double here? Trying a little thin double? It's not by the top guard, unfortunately. Nope.
He hits that one more the next
Steal of one there for Morehouse. On to the sixth then here, 3-1 Morehouse. Jones will retain the hammer. Well played game. Just not the most exciting of finals that we've called, but nonetheless, well played.
Look, we get this end started with the center guard, but this looks a little toasty.
Sure does. Oh, and it picked, that rock picked twice on her. Picked again. It's going to wind up a perfect center guard. Oh, no, not. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the 4-foot line.
Sometimes I gotta make sure that rock's clean underneath.
Excuse me. Skip Dale throwing lead rocks.
I can't. That I don't know. Second time that rock is picked.
An over curl on him here. Wind up being right on top of this yellow rock. Not quite. Nope. Try and get a center guard out of Berlin. A little chip on their own rock here and flop right to the center, looks like. Almost right in the 4-foot plane. I think Dale would love to come around behind these rocks now.
He's got to become a little bit more aggressive here and try to get his deuce.
Yeah, ends are slipping away here.
So you take the hammer in the 6 and you're tied up. You hold him to 1 and 7th and try to win it in the 8th.
Yeah. Line looks good. Line looks great. Gotta go. Gotta go. Oh, a little light again, I think, huh?
Very lazy.
Little light. Boy, it's just going to cross over the center. And that's not exactly what he wanted.
You don't have a handle on that one.
No.
Travel well.
See if Matt can beat Tim Jones to the 4-foot circle here.
Just on it. You like the ice? Just on it.
This could really be a dagger if Matt can get one behind cover here. Line looks great, huh, Mike?
It does.
Got a curl. Oh, I think this is going to be dandy. Perfect. A little toasty maybe behind the tee line. So it does leave Dale an opportunity to come to that rock. But well thrown. I think you'd have liked that a couple feet higher and over just about 6 inches, right?
Yeah, it would have been perfect at that point.
Yep.
But still not an easy shot for anybody to be thrown.
No. Now it's funny, Dale's not going to make the choice to try and open the front end up, but I guess at this point it would be an okay decision to try and clear some of those stones out, right?
Yeah.
Probably not Carroll's game specifically.
Yeah, she's a light hitter, draw person.
That looks tight.
Yeah, a little tighter than Bill's shot. There's a little bit of a straight path there. Starting to hook now.
Yeah, it's on the guard. It's going to pop another yellow one on the rings. Okay.
Well, so we're going to have to make a run back with one of those blue rocks in front.
Center guard? In front of the blue ones?
I would think so.
Okay.
We can crotch right into the 2 blues.
Right, still need just a bit more.
Yeah, looking for the same shot, just a little bit less weight. Looks like it picked too. Just less weight allows it to just go earlier.
I think it picked something. Yeah, it picked something.
It does look to raise one up. Try and angle one into the button. No rock shot to use right now.
A little fortunate mistake there for Morehouse, and opens the door up for Dale to punch one of these blue ones back on the rings here.
Not going to get many more chances at this point. The 4 foot's closing up on him. Waiting for it to curl a little bit here. Here it comes now.
Gonna chip it onto the rings. See if it can outcount this yellow one. That's gonna work out. That's not a bad place for that rock. Not a bad.
Bill's just going to try to close it down some more.
I'm shocked. I think he'd be coming to the top of the 4 foot here.
You don't want to set the double up when they've got one more in there. If you're a little off to the side of it. He's up 2. Steal here is huge. Get up 3 with 2 ends to go.
Do we have any idea what that's going to do? You just don't want to get out to it? It just feels so much here, right? It's just so hard.
That's trying to talk Bill into coming the other way because of the huge curl that's existing on this out turn.
I don't like that with that yellow rock way up high, you know?
Yellow rock's in the way.
That's tough. You got to just finesse it by that one, and here at least you can throw it. Maybe you can hold it. I don't know. I think I like the coming with the out turn here.
Sweepers aren't touching it.
Doesn't look light. You want to go back with this rock?
I think so. You want to be past the other one so you don't set a double up.
This was the scenario I was talking about that Mike said if you leave the double there, that rock's over another 2 feet to the right. It's perfect, right?
Right.
But it isn't.
The possibility of the double. You might lose your shooter doing it.
True.
But you got to get that rock off the 4 foot.
You do. Just off nose. I think you get them both.
The line there was great. If it stopped up higher, it would have taken away everything. Just getting a little deep. George needs to hit this thing.
Just off nose, right?
Just off nose.
Yeah.
Losing both. Shooter could stick around.
Oh, I think the shooter will stick too. He'll sit 2 out of this if it's done correctly. Oops, I think he left this out. Looks to me like it's out just a little bit. Coming now. It's going to run it right into it or over the top of it.
Yeah.
Not exactly what you want to do there.
Ouch.
Not exactly.
Yeah, so tucked in one of them pretty good up against the blue rock, and the other one's behind cover.
That same line is good, just a little lighter.
They're looking to have Donna throw the guard this time. They're sweeping to get it over. They're going out there with the circular brush.
Like a currycomb on a horse there.
Yeah, it's a good guard.
Yes, it is.
Does the job.
Now what if you're Dale? Choices are getting slim here for Dale, Mike.
Yeah, very difficult.
Come with the out turn and try and run the blue one back. I don't know what you do here. Get rid of something they just threw. Yeah, that's a possibility, huh? Come with the out turn and try and get to as much of the nose as you can. Hit something yellow. Keep it on the rings.
The bad luck shot is blue into yellow into blue.
Oh boy.
And they're sitting 3.
Oh boy.
That's when you know the end's not going right. But it's lined up.
It is. Oh boy. I wouldn't have seen that one if you hadn't called it. It's just
Not worried about that. Big weight, and he's out a little.
He's going to hit this yellow rock
Right.
on the schnoz, I think.
They need to hit it and roll away.
Yeah, and it's not. It's
Yeah,
going to hit and roll
it's
to the
gonna roll
middle.
away. Yeah.
It is. That's not so bad. No, probably a good scenario
Right.
for a non-called shot.
He's going to miss the initial call. That's the better shot of the misses. He's just going to have to throw that same rock back up there.
Looks like Bill looking to shut down the rings here, right? Just looking to shut down the rings, I would think. The real killer shot here is if he can come around and come right to the top of the floor.
Top of the
Yeah,
floor.
oh, yeah. Just on the, to our, looking at this to the right of the center line
Sure.
would be an ideal scenario for this rock.
He's not light. He's okay. There's
Pretty
a
good
little bit of
spot.
a path to get
Yeah.
through.
Yep.
You can get there.
He was calling for a hit on the yellow one, but he's just going to leave his shooter right in the, not in an opportune spot. Now another guard here from Bill. It really makes this a little difficult. I'm not sure how Dale gets in there if Bill throws a good guard here. Those rocks on the right side of the sheet. Oh
Yeah, they're all
God.
tied up.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta look for a billiard shot to get something
Yeah,
going.
this is tough.
They exist. Just
Bill
good
puts
luck
one in
making it.
front of that blue rock that Cindy just threw. If you put a rock right in front of that, a couple feet, 3 or 4 feet in front of it, I'm not sure how Dale gets in there. Guess he's still going to have a play on his one that's just off the rings, 1.5 feet on the right side of center. Still going to have a out-turn raise on that one. If Bill leaves this rock in a perfect spot, he might take them both away. Just got it over. Holy moly.
That takes that whole side away.
It does too. So he's got to look at a tap on this one to here. Got to come the intern.
Across the face.
My goodness, what a tough shot. This would be the shot of the game here from Cindy Brown, without question. This is a tough one.
That's the easiest of any shot there is, but it's not an easy shot. To the right ice, leaving it weight. Looking for back 8 weight.
think it's by the top one. Is it by the top one, Mike?
It's close. It is. He's got to curl some more. Got a chance.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
That's beautiful.
Oh, my God, what a beautiful curling shot that was. That was the shot of the game, my friend.
Great shot.
What an absolute great shot. Cindy Brown saving the game-saving shot there in the 6th end for Jones to pull out one out of that end was a miraculous shot.
Always nice when you call it and you make it.
That was great. So 3-2 after 6.
We got a game still.
Yes, we do. What a phenomenal throwing shot that was. That was a great shot.
They had to get as close to that guard up high. Wow, to make that shot.
And it's on film. So you can go back and watch that one later and think about that one. That was just beautiful. Great team shot. All our other games are still in progress. Sheet 6 between Utica, Palazzoli, and Belfast and they're only playing 6 ends, so they're in their final end. And the other games are still in progress. Scores are all up to date for you there. Bill will try and set up a corner, I believe. Your sausage and oil and jerky's ready, Mike.
Beautiful.
Take a little trip up to Clayville for you after this and pick it up. Corner guard successful there from Merlene.
Set up a steal for this end and have a tie game coming home. Needs to get a guard up, though.
Desperate for a guard. She's not in no man's land here. I don't know if this is going to come back. Excuse me. I think this is going to set up another corner if it gets over.
If he had the right weight,
yeah,
it
they're
perfect.
working it. Yep.
It ended up good.
Not bad.
Right weight, he's on the center line.
Yep.
Just a little high. He's going to try to go around the corner that Arlene put up.
Haven't been a lot of missed shots in this game, Mike. Not a great deal of misses. Just a tight curling game right now. This looks perfect. Yes, it's heavy.
The line is great.
Checking up here. Right to the tee line. Very nicely thrown from Merlene. Perennially a solid player. I believe you played at a. Tell me the team that you played with Bill Morehouse.
Bill Morehouse, at the time it was Caitlin Costello. And Arlene. Caitlin has a different last name now.
What event was that you guys played in?
We finished third in the U.S. Mixed Nationals that year.
Do you remember what year that was?
Early 90s.
Nice.
No, maybe early 2000s. I'm sorry, 2000.
Okay.
2003 maybe.
Gotcha. Was that in our club or was that?
It was in our club.
Okay. 4 years there in 2002 through 2006 that I actually curled out of the Albany Curling Club, so I wasn't here for that.
Well, we lost to the top. We went 7-2 in the round robin and lost to the top 2 teams, which was the Browns, Erica and her brother,
Like that?
and the Burr brothers,
You want to stuff another one here?
Todd and
Or where?
2 very strong teams.
Yeah, I mean either this or this. I like this. Okay, let's go here then.
Matt and Bill discussing whether they want to split the house up here or give Shot Rock some shelter behind the yellow guard, and they came to the terms of getting another one on the rings, but giving Shot Rock some shelter.
Harper line, Harper line.
He's all over the guard.
Yes, he is. Might still work out to keep his shooter in place there. No, it's actually going to work. Might tap this one up and do it that way.
Just another guard there.
Yeah. Pretty jumped up. Taylor without hammer here now is going to try and freeze down to this rock. With Carol's first one was a little light. Lost line on her. So she gets another chance at redemption here.
It doesn't look bad, but a lot of line.
Go to the back of the rings, I believe.
It's a little heavy.
Maybe not. It's going to be Shot Rock. No, Bill's working it. Just, I'm not sure. I think the yellow rock is still shot, right?
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
yellow's
okay.
full 8. Good try.
Certainly Dale in his mind would not want to give Bill more than one here.
You don't like
More
that?
than one would be a real tough task.
Yes.
He sneaks out giving Bill his one. It would be a major accomplishment to come home with hammer down 2 as opposed to more than that.
That's going to throw the same path Carol just threw.
Close.
He's looking to push back the blue one or come to the blue one.
Sure, it takes the blue one out of play, correct? If it comes
Does if
to
you
it.
get to it.
And the line looks perfect.
Now go. Yep, now go.
It's actually going to chip the blue one. Yellow.
Come on top of the first yellow.
Yeah. And 1 and 2. That's pretty darn good.
Nice throw.
Yep. Pretty good outcome, huh? 1 and 2 behind guard.
Yeah, he can try and draw the same way. If he did go too heavy and got to his rock, he would be shot in the back. Don't think he wants to go back that far. Up higher. But if you miss, right shot is cornering that yellow rock. Go past it and corner the second one. If you go past that, you can freeze to your back one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little ways of making this. Just don't want to be too heavy. At best, it's going to come to their shot in the back, I believe.
A little heavy.
Yes. It's coming up, it's checking up, though. Don't know. You don't want to bounce here if you can help it, right? Yeah,
good on
it's
his in the
actually
back.
going to be shot rock.
Shot rock.
Well done. Okay, pretty good outcome there. It's shot.
Bill can get to it, but you gotta make the shot. You only see
This is
3/4 of the rock.
So well done there.
Bill's trying to side push it back, draw it to him. He's putting ice for draw.
D-line draw.
I think Sure, a little tap here.
Just
And he can sit 3 with a little right shot
he
here,
just said
right?
he wanted a tee line draw. He just wants to be shot. I don't think he wants to play in the back of the house.
One option would be to try and run these 2 blue rocks.
Yes! All the way. Okay, line's good. Yes, gotta go for line. Gotta go hard for line.
Great
Shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Beauty from down. Might double him out. That's a perfect shot.
Yep. Yeah,
Nice
sitting
shot.
3, but again, Bill can come down. Not Bill, Dale can come down to that rock.
Yep. And they're piling up over on this side.
Yeah, you're coming to shot rock.
You just need to freeze this. You don't need to move it.
Right. Right.
Like 2 backers.
The door's opened here. They steal in. George's going to throw pretty much the same shot he just threw.
Keepers are hitting it. They must think it's a little light.
It's got a curl.
Now up.
I don't think it needs help. Got a curl.
He's hooking now.
It's got a curl. They're working it. I think he's got a good shot. He's got a beauty if it's got legs.
Yeah, you gotta get it down.
You gotta get it down there. Oh my goodness, what a good shot, George. That's a good shot. It's a good spot for that rock.
It is.
Beauty.
Good shot rock. And it's got backers galore.
Yep. Wow.
Might be shot
It's
rock.
real close.
That's close.
I think we're shot.
Bill,
Okay.
Bill thinks they're shot. Yellow.
Still in a good spot, though. Now what?
Bill's come down to take a
Take
better
one.
look
Yep.
and ask what everybody wants to do. If you bang that blue rock into the yellow, I
Yep.
don't know if it will get out of the rings. You got to hit thin off of it. You can't chunk it. You'll make blue shot if you do that. If it rolls into the 4-foot.
Our D final is completed. Utica Rowlett, successful over Plainfield. Congratulations to Team Rowlett.
Team Roulette lost a tight one last night to Team Morehouse in the A semis. A lot of discussion going on here, and no one's making sense of anything, it looks like. Matt's putting his opinion in, and Bill looks, I'm not so sure about that. So you can draw another one in to the other side and sit 2. Go around the corner guard that's up there. That's an option for Bill.
Yep.
He could try banging this blue rock and try to make it move.
Sure.
You got to throw some big weight, but Donna's not a big weight thrower, so it's not her shot to really throw.
Right.
I think drawing a second one in, if they're sitting shot, would probably be the better choice.
You don't want to tap it right back onto shot rock and remove shot rock and leave it guarded with your own rock, which could happen, I suppose, right? But that's what he's doing.
You can't tap the blue. You're going to hit yellow. You
Yeah,
can't
it's
hit the
not going
nose.
away. The blue, I don't see the
Unless
blue
you
rock
throw,
going away.
Matt Hames throwing that big weight that he throws can make it hit the yellow and
Hit
then
it.
spin out the other side.
Right. Well, he's going after
Going
it,
for
so
the blue rock. I think if he hits it,
it's
wait,
real
it's
tight.
real tight.
Real tight. Could be on the top
All
guard.
the way hard.
I don't know. Might be by.
Up.
No, it's
You
on
got
the
a better
guard.
look than
It's on
me.
the guard.
Okay. Okay. Now you guard for your life here if you're Dale, I think, right?
He's not shot, so I don't know if he would be guarded.
Tap it.
Tap it a little bit. That's all.
Tap it back to the yellow one, right?
Right, tap it.
That's right. He's not shot. I was thinking he was shot.
Top it to the yellow one that's in the middle of the 3.
Yep.
And that'll get you shot. You'll touch 4-foot, and your shooter should stay.
Got it. Tap it to the middle one.
And push it off.
And just kind of slide it towards the 4-foot?
Right.
Okay. None better to attempt it. And our F event final is also completed. I'm not totally sure who won.
Cindy Stone is off. She might be a little inside too. Sweepers are trying to hold it, but she's on the guards. Not going to make things better for them when it bounces off. Did she push it
Yes,
up?
it skids.
She might be shot now.
I think she may be. She just touched it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Now I gotta rip it.
Oh my God! I think I don't have a great look at it on the camera here, so
I
I'm.
look at the camera, I think it's hers, and I
looks
told
like it's
Cindy
shot.
it looks like it's
It
hers.
looks
and
like it's
what a
shot.
smile she gave me.
Well, that was one way of doing it.
We're not sure who shot is, but we think Blue's pushed up the shot. Blue's going to try to
Come with his intern, huh?
try and get both Blues together.
Yep.
If the front Blue catches a little bit of the yellow that it's up against, it might redirect that second Blue into shot, well, second shot
boy.
right now.
Oh boy!
You want to hit this thing a little short of nose.
I was hoping that we had an end like this at some point in the game.
Maybe just a little short of nose.
The event final in the books. Schenectady over Youngish Bucks. Congratulations, Team Schenectady.
Palazzoli's team won.
Congratulations for our event final and Utica Palazzoli victorious over Belfast.
Cross in the face a little bit. And Blue sitting too.
Oh my goodness, it left Blue sitting too.
He had to hit short of the nose for that not to happen.
Wow. Boy, do we need a guard. If you're Utica Jones, you need a guard.
I think that's the moment you were looking for. So Bill's going to have 2 different ways to deal with this. He can run the yellow into the 2 blues.
Correct.
But right now, the back blue is somewhat open.
Tough to get to, though, with drawing, right? If he picks it.
You see 3/4 of the back one.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's what I have.
Could still tick off of the blue rock and wind up shot.
The shot that I would like is just tick the first blue rock and leave the guard. You'd sit 3. Just tick it so you take away that yellow-blue combination.
Okay.
And just sit right in front of the back one. Not a lot of weight, just wait to tick it and not move much.
You can see about half of that blue rock, the top blue. Dale's looking it over. And he's going to play guard. He's going to play guard.
Just a safer shot.
Absolutely. Could come up hard here, right there. Just to take that blue. I think you want to take that yellow raise away completely, don't you, if you guard?
Well, the blue rock is open in the back. You can draw to that.
Okay.
Or you can
You
throw
think
it
you
at
can
it.
get there with that blue rock in the 4-foot?
Well, maybe I'll throw a weight. You see 3/4 of it.
Okay.
You'd have to throw a hack weight type of shot or board.
Big guard attempt here for Team Jones and Cindy Brown throwing skip rocks here. Huge, huge chance here to steal
Yeah, it's
with a good guard.
A little inside. It's not going to be. My guard
Got to
yellow.
over and up it.
Yeah.
Over and up. Over and up. Oh boy, this isn't.
Yeah, it's
Not even going to come into play.
right.
Not even going to come into play.
The Bill's got to
After his
decide what he
first
wants to do.
How is this going to wind up? Is it a factor at all? Not even a factor.
The Bill's got to try if he wants to try the run back double or take a shot rock.
Going for the gold. Could sit 3. Could sit 3. Could sit 4.
Sit 4.
Could sit 4.
The shooter, if he knows hit it.
Yeah.
He also could jam the blue into the blue.
Yes, he could. He crosses the face of the yellow rock. I think he can get them all. Both of the blue ones and sit 4. Wow. Huge shot here. Hammerstone. 7th end of our A event final. Chance for Bill Morehouse to basically win the game.
Sort of got Earlene out of the way.
Oh, it's over curling.
It is over curling.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Nothing. Oh,
Oh my, and it left a steal of 1.
we got a tie game.
We got a
home.
tie game coming for home. This is, my goodness.
His last shot curled too much too. He just didn't take more ice.
Couldn't ask for a more exciting game.
Right. Well, the first 5 ends might not have been there.
Well, no, the first 5 ends were
Got better.
cerebral.
It got better.
About the last couple ends, it got much better. No team has scored more than 1 in an end. And now Morehouse will have the hammer coming for home. Center guard here for Dale would be a good start.
I must think it's light because they're sweeping hard. It doesn't look that light though.
It's just not coming over. It's just not coming over. Going on the rings.
Yeah, I don't know why they were sweeping that one early.
I'm not sure.
Sure they had no line.
No. Bill will make this go bye-bye right away, I believe.
Yeah, tie game, you don't need rocks in play.
No. We'll be back to our cerebral ends here.
Dale's got to throw a guard on every shot until skips up to shoot the rocks.
Yep. I've learned that in School of Hard Knocks over the years in this kind of a game. You can't win this game without a guard. Without hammer. It's going to be in play.
Good rock, going out to the side. Trying to ignore all rocks that are in play. You have to steal the end.
Indeed. Now, why a tight guard, not a high guard?
Any guard.
Any guard. In this situation?
I personally would like a tight one to start with, and then throw the high one on the second.
Got it.
Tough to throw the high guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's not much past the hog.
Right. And you want them lined up so you can't double them out without leaving your shooter there.
Our E-event final, congratulations to Bucks County. Victorious over Utica Law. Just one other game going on still besides our A final, and that would be the C final between Schaefer and Nutmeg, and it's 5-2 Nutmeg in the 7th end. This also looks a little testy.
Not helping for the steal.
No. No, that's unfortunate. To have this end start with 2 rocks on the rings is not
All the way hard.
not looking good.
Hooray! Hard. All the way.
Not trying to hold this
You're
line.
holding it. All the way. You're holding it.
It's curling hard.
Got a piece?
No, going right on by.
Going right on by. Still got to go with a center guard, do you
Still
not?
got to go with guards.
Yep.
That rock doesn't win the game. That's sitting in the top 8 in the seconds are shooting.
Do you guard your shot?
No, center guard.
Okay.
Let them hit it out. You want to make your center guard be effective for the shot after that.
Got it. Nutmeg is going to be the victor of our C final. Congratulations to Nutmeg. They have defeated Utica Schaefer. And now our A event final is the only game still going on.
Sweepers have no interest in sweeping this one either. There's got house written all over it too.
Tim Jones just struggling to set a guard up here. I think Matt would be happy to throw a double on the Blues here.
Matt's asking for no ice. He plans on putting some weight on this one.
Whoops, just one.
Need a guard.
Yep.
Don't need to hit the yellow rock. Oh, no, 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 no. You use that to come around after you get a good guard up.
Right. Matt still has another stone, I believe.
Very difficult to steal with no protection.
Yep. Didn't really get him anything, Mike.
Nothing. No,
Yep.
you need a guard.
Need the guard.
There should be 6 guards thrown until
I want to play the insert.
it skips up. And then if you don't have a guard, you throw
Just half a rock,
another
right?
guard.
Yep, just right there. Yep. Make sure you let your eyes. Right on the center line. Gotta get both. Can we get a team photo?
Take off this one and make the double. Doesn't matter. Losing this rock is more important.
Right.
Might lose everything.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. That's what you call a professional curling shot, my friend.
Yes, lost them all.
That was a professional curling shot.
There you go. Clean it out.
Yeah, go home and clean my
Wow.
There you go.
Go back and look at that one later. A lot of rocks were moving.
Rocks moving. The important one was the front one and the shooter.
Just the fact that all 4 of them went was
Right.
an added bonus.
Yeah, let's throw intern. That was probably the over button.
You need a guard. Let's stop pointing tight to the rings. You need a guard because everything's coming in the rings.
I don't know that I've ever seen in our club that many rocks move that fast.
Not in, right?
Not
with our
He
rocks.
does accurately throw big weight.
That was a really fine shot.
Well, that's why he didn't get the other one out. That's out of play.
We definitely want this over.
Yeah, this one's over. We got the high guard.
Yeah. That'll go bye-bye.
You know what you have to hope for is a nose. When somebody goes to hit it.
Right, so you got something to come behind, right?
Right. But with the high guard, you're going to have to throw a tighter guard to make it worthwhile.
And don't flash it. Yep, this is going to be just fine. Yep, shooter's going away. Oh, no, it's getting to the nose.
No, it's going to roll.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Need
it
another
back.
center guard.
I don't think we could have got this.
Last rock at the end that you have, you go around that corner guard and hope that the other guy misses.
Oh, you can't outdraw you, right. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
He's over. Just got to curl a little bit.
Okay.
It's a guard.
Yep. Two guards.
Right?
Don't flash it.
What I know a lot of skips like to do is try to alter where you just left the last one. Don't put it in the same place, give the person the same shot. She's out a little bit on this one.
Oops. Uh-oh. This is going between them.
Yep.
Wow. Now, as Mike was saying, the guard is up, so now I think you got to draw now, or you just put another guard
If
up.
you draw, at most, bite the top 12. They'll
Right.
take the top one off, then come
Okay.
around your top 12 one.
Okay.
Or if you don't even bite the top 12. But if you come in, it's going to be open. The guard's high. The further in you come, the wider open it will be.
Good point with the high guards. Good
Right.
point. Yep.
You got to get it in play. Don't leave a double takeout on the two guards.
Line's great.
Got to curl a lot still, which it does at the end here. Every other shot.
Getting
game
better.
has.
Getting better. Getting better. Think you got to finish this one up?
Just a little too deep. Come up the other side.
No.
Okay.
It's pretty much buried. No, I think you can still see a little
On my side.
little bit of it on
Yeah.
your side, right, Mike?
Yeah, you got to do one or the other. Take a shot at this, but don't miss the guard. If don't miss both blues.
Right.
Got to hit the guard. It's a good throw.
Mm-hmm.
I can get right on it, I think. I don't know if I can make a little more ice cream.
The event final coming down to a squeaker. Bill Morehouse with hammer here. Jones sitting one after a nice draw by Cindy Brown.
Some weight at it. Good looking shot.
Oh boy.
He's
No, he's
got
got it. He's all over it.
Nice looking shot.
Yep.
Right to the nose of it.
Didn't get it off the ring.
So now you either got to draw or you got to try the same shot Bill just threw.
Mm-hmm.
You can draw behind it.
Give me back line weight.
Play the same shot.
Want to keep your shooter here because if there's 2 blue rocks on the park after this, Bill will have to hit and stick, right?
Right. If he takes his rock out.
Right. And it looks like with that way he's coming with just a soft takeout.
Get a little bit.
Bill did.
Okay, she adjusted the broom a little.
Yep.
It's got to be the right way to get the big curl out of the stone.
Right. Looks tight. Looks real tight.
They're holding it.
No, they are
You're
holding
going to
it.
have to come up. Got more weight than Bill did.
You got it? I think
She's
she's
on
got
it.
it.
I don't know how much she's moving it.
Enough to be shot. Bad news is for Dale is that Bill does not have to keep his shooter.
Right.
Pretty well played game though.
Might
Still gotta make a shot.
Might have overstepped Sweeney's a little too much.
Yeah. It would have been a different scenario if that yellow rock had got off the rings. Then it would be force
Right.
Bill to keep his shooter
Right.
with his blue rock in the back here. No, just almost irrelevant as far as whether he keeps his shooter. Just has to make this go away. And it looks like he's all over it. Congratulations to
Good game.
Bill Moore. Shouldn't do that now. Shouldn't do that.
Didn't.
Shouldn't do that.
Didn't matter.
No, it didn't.
We could have.
Shouldn't have done that.
Right.
Wow. That was a moment of, I didn't think it mattered, but
Right, didn't.
it didn't
But you
matter.
just
It was
don't do that.
Right, exactly. Congratulations to Team Morehouse, team of Bill Morehouse, Donna Caleo, Matt Hames, and Erlene Polio. They are our 2022 GNCC Senior Mixed Champions. And congratulations to the team of Dale Jones, Cindy Brown, George Brown, and Carol Jones for a fine effort and a great played game. Mike Kessler and I will sign off. Mike, thanks for
Yes.
being here. It
Fun,
was great.
Fun doing it with you.
Always fun to do the broadcast with you, and enjoy the rest of your day, folks.